Okay, I'm gonna talk about this movie. Alright. Lightyear. What do I think of it? I liked it. It was intriguing, you know? It was interesting. I didn't get why it got this bad review. It got 5.5, which is weird to me. Okay. Let's begin with Lightyear. Bam. Let's begin with Lightyear. Lightyear? Lightyear. You know what? Bam. So, Lightyear, what did I think of it? It was cool. It was chill, you know? I loved the character. I loved how they portrayed this kind of duty-driven, space ranger, which is kind of Lightyear. When you see him in Toy Story, he was always driven, you gotta find the mission, you gotta find this, you gotta find that. And they really portrayed him as Lightyear. And the story was interesting because they kind of marooned on this planet and they need to get out of it, but to get out of it, you have to kind of combine different elements and test it. And the testing kind of creates issues. I'm not spoiling anything, by the way. This is just the general guideline of what is going on within this realm, you know? And yeah, it was interesting, you know? The whole concept, the sacrifice, I found very difficult and I found very interesting. But as soon as I finished the movie and I was gonna have my own thoughts on it and formulate my own ideas and gonna have an objective point of view, which is very difficult. You know, you're always influenced by something. You're always influenced by TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, other influencers that are just spewing other opinions at you until you're like, okay, I honestly don't know if I care or don't care about the opinions that were shared. You know what I mean? It's very difficult to try to find an avenue that is objective. And I'm trying to find that avenue. Because I'm seeing on IMDb, and I trust IMDb more than Rotten Tomato, because Rotten Tomato is garbage. It's 100% driven by I don't need to explain it, you know what I mean? Just think about Dave Chappelle when I talk about this. It's just the prime example where the critics give you a 0 and the audience understands what you're trying to say and they give you 100. And you're saying to yourself, okay, this choice was clearly made by, you know what, I'm going to agendas again, so let's go back to IMDb. IMDb gave Lightyear 5.5, which I'm not saying it's a bad rating, I'm just saying it deserves more than that. And then when I seen back the backlash and all that, a lot of people say there was a lot of agendas tied to it, and then a lot of people said there wasn't enough agendas tied to it. So two sides of the fence kind of fighting on the whole representation, and that's just one side of the whole argument. You have these people who are just well, that's not true to the whole story of Lightyear, and it's I think Lightyear is less of a review on the movie itself, because honestly I don't have too much to talk about. It's not something that shook the world Coco or something that has a little bit significant. It kind of has its own thing. No, it's kind of Lightyear right now represents cinema in a general setting, which is conflict across everything. It's not enough agenda, it's too much agenda. The characters need to be this way, the characters need to be that way. Why isn't it this character? Why is it this character? Why is it? It's يا حبيبي خلاص تكفى يرحم أمك. You know what I mean? It's just it gets to a point where you know, your inner حبيبي أمك يرحم يا أخويا تكفى يا أخويا. It gets you to that level. And I don't know. I don't think it deserves a 5.5. I think it deserves more. At least a 7. Because just by what I saw, it was a solid enough movie that I've seen way worse get higher ratings. I don't know. This is my thoughts on it. Lightyear. Should I recommend it? Should you watch it? 100%. You should watch it. It's not too much that you need to focus on, but it is wholesome, it is fun, it is interesting. The voice acting is cool. I'm not saying it's the best cinematic experience you'll ever have. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I don't know, you just watch it if you want. It's not something that I would say it's a must-see, but if you have time, check it out. It's good. That's it for now. Exit that way. Doses.